Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. I'm your English teacher Zia. I hope that you're doing well. Welcome to English grade 7 video lessons. Students, today we are going to start our new unit number 6. Now that we are done with all the SLOs of unit 5, let's begin our new unit number 6, titled Life is Full of Emotions. Now, this is a chapter about a theme and a sub-theme that we can see. The theme is personality development and the sub-theme is handling emotions effectively. So this talks about that life is full of emotions. You need to know and understand how we can handle these different emotions in a very good and moderate way. Now, this is a poem that is attached in the main lesson. This is our themes overview. Let's talk about it. Let's take a quick overview of the theme before we dive into this introductory lecture of unit number 6, where I will introduce all the students' learning outcomes and see how we can cover them. Now, the theme is when the poem is about the struggles we all face in life. It talks about how we often wish for things to be easier and how we hope for better days ahead. The poem also shows that even when things are tough, we can find the strength to keep going and looking for happiness or look for happiness. So no matter what comes in the way, we need to be very much happy and also patient, and we need to learn about handling our emotions. So this is a quick overview of the theme. Let's talk about all the students' learning outcomes for lecture 1. This is divided into different parts. Lecture 1A, we will be talking about the students' learning outcome. Demonstrate the use of main and helping verbs, primary, auxiliary, and modal auxiliary verbs in speech and writing. So here we will be talking about different types of verbs. We will be seeing the main and helping verb, and we will be seeing all these different types, primary, auxiliary, and modal auxiliary verbs in this lesson, followed by examples and practical activities. Now, moving on to lecture 1B, here we will cover a student's learning outcome. We will read this. Recognize and demonstrate function and use of would, need, could, might, shall, must, ought, and dare in affirmative, negative, and interrogative sentences. So, let's talk about it. All these modal verbs, we will be talking about them in 3 different kind of sentences. We know that there are positive sentences, which we call affirmative sentences, then the negative sentences, and the interrogative sentences with questions involved in it. So we will be learning that how we can use all these modal verbs in our these 3 sentences. So this will be our students' learning outcome, and next one is our lecture number 2. So in lecture number 2, we will be talking about using prefixes and suffixes to build words that express abstract concepts like, and these are micro, trans, ness, crazy, ism. All these are your suffixes and prefixes. We will be talking about using affixes, that involves suffix and prefix, and we will be talking about these exemplary that are given in the SLO in brackets. We will see that how we can use these prefixes and suffixes in different words. Now, next one, in our lecture number 3, we will be talking about the students' learning outcome. Distinguish between the connotations, associations of words with similar denotations, which means definitions. For example, refined, respectful, polite, diplomatic, condescending, and their use in different text types. Now, students, we know that there are different meanings, connotatives and connotative meaning and denotative meaning, and we will be seeing the difference between these followed by the given words. Now, for lecture number 4, we will be covering these two SLOs, the three SLOs merged into one lecture because they are related. It says to understand and utilize similes, metaphor, personification, mood, alliteration, and imagery. Now, these are your figures of speech that we will be talking about. Then, identify rhyme and rhythm, repetition, similes, metaphors, personification, and sensory images in poems. So you can see that the different figures of speech are being repeated over here. We will cover all the figures of speech mentioned over here in our lesson. Determine the meaning of words and phrases as they are used in a text, including figurative and connotative meanings. Analyze the impact of a specific word choice on meaning and tone. So, figurative language, figurative meaning of words, and connotative or connotations. We will be seeing those and all the figures of speech mentioned over here, followed by examples. So, this will be a very good and important lesson. You don't want to miss it. Moving on with our lecture, which is lecture 5A. So, we will be talking about oral communication over here. It says to demonstrate attentive listening skills towards others and be sensitive to the rules of turn taking and discourse. So let's read our keywords again. Attentive listening skills is what we are going to achieve in this lesson towards others. And we have to learn that how we can be sensitive and how we can take care of the turn taking rule while we are having a conversation. Now, let's talk about lecture 5B. It says, use paraphrasing skills to paraphrase stanzas in a poem. So now this is about paraphrasing, this is about writing. We will read a poem and then we can paraphrase it and we will rephrase it in our own words. Now, thank you so much for listening. These were all the SLOs that we will be covering in the upcoming video lesson series. So stay with me, be very much attentive, and enjoy all the lectures. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you with lecture number 1A. Allah Hafiz.